Every single day, life gives you 24 hours, 400 seconds. A priceless gift. Yet most people throw it away scrolling, complaining, and waiting for something to happen. Let me ask you, WTF are you doing with your time? Because time is the only thing you can never get back once it's gone. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose friends and find new ones. But when you lose time, it's gone forever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. Too many people are busy doing nothing. They wake up with dreams on their mind and end the day with nothing to show for it. They say they want success. They say they want change. They say they want to win, but their actions don't match their ambition. Time keeps ticking while they keep talking. And the truth is, you don't get to rewind this clock. Every second of your life is a chance to move forward or fall behind. You may not realize it, but your life is being written in real time. Every moment you waste, every opportunity you ignore, every goal you postpone. That's another page lost, another dream delayed. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't wait for your motivation. It doesn't pause while you figure things out. It moves, whether you move with it or not. You've got 24 hours just like every millionaire, every athlete, every creator who made something out of nothing. The difference isn't luck, it's discipline. They don't spend their time, they invest it. They don't let distractions steal their focus, they guard it like treasure. Because they understand the truth. You can't get rich wasting time, and you can't build your future binge watching someone else live theirs. Some people say, I don't have time. No, you do have time. You just waste it on things that don't matter. You've got time to scroll, time to gossip, time to complain, but no time to grind, no time to grow, no time to learn, to build, to fight for your dreams. You don't need more hours in a day. You need more urgency, because time will expose you. It will show what you really care about. If you care about success, your schedule will show it. If you care about comfort, your excuses will prove it. You can't hide from time. It's the one thing that never lies. Let me tell you something. Your time is your life. And if you don't learn to respect it, you'll wake up one day and realize you've run out of it. You'll look back and wonder where it all went. And that pain of regret is far worse than the pain of discipline. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop saying, someday, because someday is not on the calendar. All you've got is today. And if you waste today, you waste your potential. Every hour you spend sleeping on your dreams, someone else is awake chasing theirs. Every minute you procrastinate, someone else is building the life you wish you had. If you want to turn your setbacks into comebacks, start with your time. Because comebacks don't happen in luck. They happen in minutes well spent. You've got to decide that your dreams are worth more than distractions, that your goals are worth more than your comfort. When you start valuing your time, you start valuing your life, because you'll never rise higher than your habits. You'll never build greatness on wasted hours. You've got to grind now, so you can shine later. You've got to hustle while others sleep, learn while others party, and push while others pause. Your life changes the moment you realize time is not something you have, it's something you use. And if you don't use it right, it will use you. So ask yourself again, WTF are you doing with your time? Because the clock is ticking and your destiny is waiting. Time is the most valuable thing you own, and yet most people treat it like it's unlimited. They act as if tomorrow is promised, as if next week is guaranteed, as if they can waste today and still win tomorrow. But the truth is, time is the real currency of life. It's more valuable than gold, more precious than money, more powerful than any resource you could ever touch. Because once time is gone, it's gone forever. You can make back the money you lost. You can rebuild your reputation. You can restore your health to a degree. But you can never rewind the clock. Every tick, every second, every hour is gone, and it's never coming back. You see, the problem isn't that people don't have enough time. The problem is they don't value the time they have. They waste it on things that bring no return, no growth, no purpose. They trade hours for comfort instead of progress. They'll spend an entire evening scrolling through other people's lives instead of working on their own. They'll binge, watch success stories while sitting in the same place, year after year, doing nothing to create their own. If you want to change your life, start by changing how you see time. Stop treating it like it's cheap. Stop wasting it on things that don't move you forward. Because the reality is, your future is being shaped by how you use your minutes today. You're either building your dream or burying it under procrastination. Every time you say, I'll do it later, you're giving away a piece of your destiny. Some of you are waiting for the right time. But let me tell you something. The right time never comes. It's not waiting for you around the corner. The right time is now, right here, this moment, because time waits for no one. You either move with it or you get left behind. Success doesn't show up at your door and knock politely. It rewards those who respect the clock, those who act with urgency, those who treat every second like it matters. The people who win in life aren't necessarily smarter or luckier. They just learn to master time. They learn to take control of their schedule instead of letting distractions control it. They make appointments with their dreams. They don't waste hours talking about what they're going to do. They do it. They understand that time is not something to be spent, it's something to be invested. So I want to ask you right now, how are you investing your time? Are you using it to grow, to learn, to build? Or are you letting it slip away on meaningless things that won't matter a year from now? Because the day you start treating time like your greatest asset, everything changes. You'll move differently. You'll think differently. You'll stop settling for average and start striving for greatness. Every second is an opportunity. Every hour is a chance to rewrite your story. And the truth is, most people aren't out of time. They're just out of focus. If you don't decide how to use your time, the world will decide for you. Social media will distract you. Doubt will delay you. Fear will freeze you. And before you know it, another year will pass, and you'll still be standing in the same place, wondering why nothing's changed. Don't let time slip through your fingers while you wait for a miracle. Be the miracle. Be the one who gets up early, who stays consistent, who fights for every second of their life. Because when you master time, you master life. And if you ever doubt your potential, just remember this. The clock is ticking, but it's ticking for you if you use it right. You got 24 hours today. Make them count. Excuses are the most dangerous thieves of time. They creep in quietly, disguised as logic, and before you know it, they've stolen your destiny. I'm too tired. I'm too busy. I don't have enough resources. These are the lies that keep you average. These are the excuses that keep you comfortable while your dreams slowly fade away. Every time you make an excuse, you're giving yourself permission to fail. You're telling yourself it's okay to settle, okay to stop, okay to stay where you are. But the truth is, excuses don't protect you. They imprison you. They keep you locked in the same cycle of almost successful, almost ready, almost there. You keep waiting for conditions to be perfect before you start. But perfection never comes. The people who make it in life don't wait for ideal circumstances. They create them. They don't wait for the stars to align. They move even when everything looks messy, because they know that progress is born in imperfection, not in excuses. You have to stop letting your excuses control your life. Stop saying I can't and start asking, how can I? Because when you shift your mindset, you shift your momentum. Excuses are easy. Anyone can make them. But champions, warriors, visionaries, they take responsibility. They own their time. They own their results. They don't point fingers. They take charge. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start next week? How many times have you said, I don't feel like it? Those words sound harmless, but they're deadly. Every excuse you make is time you'll never get back. Every later becomes never. Excuses feed laziness, and laziness kills dreams. You can't talk about wanting more while living like less. You can't crave success and make peace with your excuses. You've got to choose one. And the moment you choose responsibility over excuses, your life changes. You start waking up earlier, thinking sharper, and moving with purpose. You stop blaming time and start owning it. There's power in saying, no more excuses. Power in standing up and deciding, it's on me now. Because the truth is, your excuses might sound reasonable, but they won't build your future. Your actions will. You've got to silence that voice inside that says, you can't. You've got to drown it out with, watch me. You've got to stop talking about why you can't and start proving why you can. Because the world doesn't reward excuses, it rewards execution. And when you stop justifying your limitations, you start discovering your power. Excuses are time thieves. Don't let them steal your life. Because every second you spend making one, someone else is using that same second to build the life you want. And one day you'll either have the results or the reasons. But you'll never have both. Your environment shapes your energy, your mindset, and ultimately your destiny. If you're surrounded by people who waste their time, it's only a matter of time before you start wasting yours. You can't soar with eagles if you're walking with turkeys. You can't expect to rise while staying surrounded by those who keep pulling you back down. Some people don't mean you harm, but they drain your drive, they distract you, they delay you, and they dilute your hunger for greatness. You've got to be brutally honest about your circle. Who are you spending your time with? Are they pushing you to grow, or are they keeping you comfortable? Are they lighting a fire under you, or are they the ones pouring water on your dreams? Because whether you realize it or not, the energy around you becomes the energy within you. If you're always around complainers, soon you'll start complaining. If you're always around dreamers who do nothing, you'll start dreaming without action. But if you start surrounding yourself with people who are going somewhere, who challenge you, who hold you accountable, who make you uncomfortable in the best way, your life will change faster than you ever imagined. Sometimes elevation requires separation. That means you might have to distance yourself from the people who are okay with mediocrity. Not because you're better than them, but because you want better for yourself. It's not about ego, it's about purpose. You can love people and still outgrow them. You can care for them, but understand that you have a destiny that requires focus, discipline, and the right energy around you. You've got to protect your space like your life depends on it, because it does. Your dreams can't grow in toxic soil. If you want to rise, you've got to plant yourself in an environment where growth is possible. You need people who speak life into you, who inspire you, who won't let you settle for less than you're capable of. Think about this. If you're the smartest, most driven person in your circle is too small. You should be around people who intimidate your comfort zone. People whose work ethic makes you question your own. People who make you want to step up your game. Because the truth is, success is contagious, but so is mediocrity. You need to start asking yourself, what am I feeding my mind? Who am I listening to? What kind of energy am I allowing into my space? Because everything you allow around you either fuels your fire or extinguishes it. Protect your peace. Guard your focus. And understand this, the right environment won't just motivate you, it will transform you. Don't let small-minded people talk you out of big dreams. Don't let lazy friends convince you that rest is the same as stagnation. Don't let the noise of others drown out your inner voice that keeps saying, I was made for more, because you were. But you'll never see that more if you keep surrounding yourself with less. Sometimes, the best decision you'll ever make is to step away from distractions, from negativity, from anything that steals your time and limits your potential. Your time is sacred. Your energy is precious. Stop giving it to people who don't value it. Find your tribe. People who remind you of your greatness when you forget it yourself. Because when you change your circle, you change your life. You can't complain about not having time when you waste it on things that don't serve your future. You can't keep saying you want success while spending hours doing nothing that leads to it. You can't cry about not achieving your dreams when your daily habits are killing them. The truth is, success doesn't come to those who wish. It comes to those who work. If you want to win, you've got to master your habits. You've got to turn discipline into your best friend and distraction into your enemy. You've got to understand that every day, every morning, every hour is a test of how badly you want what you say you want. Some people talk about success, others build it. Some dream about a better life, others wake up early to make it happen. The difference isn't talent, it's consistency. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you don't discipline yourself to use your time wisely, that potential will die unused. Discipline is the bridge between desire and destiny. Everyone wants to be great, but not everyone wants to do what greatness demands. Greatness demands sacrifice. It demands focus. It demands saying no when everyone else says yes. It means turning off distractions, ignoring excuses, and doing the hard thing even when you don't feel like it. You won't always be motivated, but that's when discipline takes over. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. Discipline gets you up when you're tired. It keeps you moving when you're discouraged. It makes you study when you'd rather scroll, work when you'd rather sleep, and keep pushing when no one's clapping for you. Every champion was once someone who refused to waste another minute. They understood that time was the one thing they could never get back, so they stopped throwing it away. They trained, they worked. They built habits that turned into lifestyles. Ask yourself this, what do your daily habits say about your goals? Because your habits tell the truth about what you value. You can't say you want success, but give your time to distractions. You can't say you want to build something great while living like it doesn't matter. You can't expect a first-class life with a lazy class effort. The world doesn't owe you anything, but time gives you everything you need if you use it right. You've been given 24 hours today. That's your gift. What you do with it is your responsibility. You can waste it, or you can use it to move one step closer to your purpose. And here's the truth. The people who succeed aren't always the smartest or most talented. They're the ones who stayed consistent. They're the ones who didn't let a day pass without progress. They're the ones who treated time like it mattered, because it does. Your habits either build your dream or destroy it. Your routine is your future in disguise. So don't wait for motivation. Build discipline. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Don't waste another second, because time is life, and every wasted moment is a piece of your life you'll never get back. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. But here's what separates the winners from the quitters. Winners learn from every failure and keep moving forward, while quitters use failure as an excuse to stop. You see, every time life knocks you down, you're being given a choice to stay down or rise stronger. And the truth is, most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they give up too soon. You've got to learn how to turn your setbacks into comebacks. You've got to learn how to look at your failures not as the end, but as preparation. Every disappointment, every delay, every rejection, it's all shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for something greater. But you'll never see that if you keep quitting every time it gets hard. Let me tell you something, life will test you. It'll stretch you. It'll break you down just to see what you're made of. You'll face moments when you'll want to walk away, when the dream feels too far, when the fight feels too long. But those moments aren't meant to destroy you. They're meant to define you. That's when character is built. That's when strength is forged. You've got to make a decision right here, right now, that no matter how hard it gets, you're not quitting, you're not turning back. Because every time you push through pain, every time you rise after falling, every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you're building the muscle of resilience. You're becoming unstoppable. The truth is, most people want success to be easy. They want the reward without the grind, the victory without the battle. But that's not how greatness works. The people who reach the top didn't get there without scars. They bled for it, they cried for it, they struggled for it. And through it all, they refused to quit. Failure is not your enemy. Fear of failure is. That fear will keep you paralyzed. It'll convince you that trying again isn't worth it. But let me tell you, if you're still breathing, your story isn't over. You still have time to fight back. You still have time to rebuild. You still have time to make that comeback. You can't keep letting the pain of your past hold your future hostage. You can't keep replaying your mistakes like a movie. Learn from them, but don't live in them. Every great person you admire has failed, but they didn't let it define them. They took their failure, used it as fuel, and turned it into a lesson that pushed them forward. So stop running from your setbacks, embrace them. Because every fall teaches you how to rise. Every loss teaches you how to win. Every no brings you closer to your yes. That's how champions are made, not by avoiding failure, but by mastering the art of coming back stronger. You are stronger than you think. You are tougher than you realize. And the only way you'll ever discover that is by refusing to quit. Because if you don't give up, life will eventually have to give in. You don't get another life. You don't get another round. This is it. Your time, your moment, your shot. And if you waste it, you don't just lose hours, you lose purpose. You lose potential. You lose the chance to see what your life could have been if you had just given it everything you had. Time is your most sacred gift. And the greatest tragedy isn't that people die. It's that most people never live. They drift through life, distracted, comfortable, making excuses, watching their dreams fade away. They say, I'll start tomorrow. But what if tomorrow never comes? What if the opportunity you're waiting for disappears because you were too busy doing nothing? You can't keep living like you've got forever. You don't. One day, the clock will stop ticking for you, and you won't get another chance. That's why you've got to wake up every morning and ask yourself, what am I doing with my time? Because time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your comfort. It only rewards those who use it wisely. The people who live extraordinary lives aren't lucky. They're intentional. They plan their hours. They protect their focus. They prioritize progress over pleasure. They don't waste time arguing, gossiping, or complaining. They invest their energy into becoming better. Every single day. When you start treating your time like gold, your life changes. You stop saying, "I don't have time," because you realize that's not true. You have time, you're just not using it right. You start cutting off distractions, trimming away the noise, and focusing on what truly matters. The key to transformation is urgency. You've got to move like your dreams are on a deadline, because they are. You've got to grind like time is running out, because it is. You've got to treat every day like it's your last chance to prove what you're capable of, because one day it will be. Don't die with your dreams still inside you. Don't leave this world full of potential that was never realized. You've got something powerful in you, but you'll never see it if you keep wasting time on things that don't matter. You owe it to yourself to make something out of your life. You owe it to the little voice inside that keeps whispering, "You can do more." Stop ignoring it. Stop numbing it. Listen to it and move. Every second you waste is a piece of your purpose dying quietly. Every minute you spend doing nothing is a moment you'll never get back. Don't let your life be a story of what if. Let it be a story of I did. You can't change yesterday, but you can transform today. You can't control time, but you can control how you use it. So use it well. Use it wisely. Use it like your life depends on it, because it does. The clock is ticking, my friend, and the question you need to ask yourself isn't, do I have time? It's, what am I doing with the time I have left? Because when it's all said and done, your legacy won't be built on what you intended to do. It'll be built on what you did. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's all said and done, life is not measured by how long you live. It's measured by what you do with the time you've been given. You can have dreams bigger than the sky, but if you keep wasting your minutes, those dreams will die before you ever see them breathe. The truth is, time is not waiting for you. It's not slowing down. It's not pausing until you feel ready. It's moving, and so must you. You can't afford to keep drifting through life as if tomorrow is guaranteed. Tomorrow is a gift, not a promise. The future belongs to those who move now, who stop talking about what they're going to do and start doing it. Because at some point, the window of opportunity closes. At some point, someday turns into never. And at some point, all you'll have left are the words, "I wish I had." So stop wasting time trying to be perfect and start progressing. Stop waiting for permission and start pushing. Stop replaying your past and start rebuilding. Every second you spend doubting yourself is a second you could have spent building your future. Every excuse you make is time stolen from your destiny. You've got greatness in you. You've got something special, something powerful, something the world needs. But it won't come alive if you keep hitting the snooze button on your potential. You've got to take control of your time, take control of your focus, and take control of your life. Because one day, when you look back, you won't regret the times you failed. You won't regret the nights you worked late. You won't regret the mornings you pushed yourself out of bed. The only regret you'll have is wasting the time you were given to become everything you were meant to be. This is your moment. Your story is still being written. Don't let laziness, fear, or distraction hold the pen. Grab it, write your own ending, make every day count. Because the clock is ticking, and your time to shine is now.